Good luck. Wait, this should be it. This should be it. This isn't your normal platinum video. For every game I platinum, I'm also creating my own real-life trophy list based on the game itself. A bronze, silver, and gold trophy. And only once all of them are done, I get to say I platinum the game and real life. So for episode 1, we're starting with... As soon as I open the game, I'm met with a cutscene of sorts. To sum it up, humans and monsters used to be buddies. Then they had a war, humans won, and now the monsters live underground. Then one day, a little kid falls into the underground, which is me. I give myself a name and start the game. We meet Flowey, a cute little flower with some very trustworthy advice. When fighting an enemy, this heart is my soul and I can move it around. I also learned that LV stands for love, and Flowey says I can increase it by collecting these pellets, which definitely isn't suspicious at all. Just as Flowey is about to kill me, someone stops him. This is Toriel. She takes us through the ruins and I earn my first trophy. Ruins, our first trophy. Enter the ruins. I kill this dummy, then encounter my first real enemy, but he's too scared to find me. Hell yeah! Toriel has some business to attend to, but before she leaves, she gives me a cell phone. And after a quick little flirting sesh, I go against Toriel's wishes and leave the room. I enter this room and earn another trophy. It says, take one, take a piece of candy, yes. Oh, don't worry, I have lots of ideas for trophies. Get an item. Then after some more puzzles, I earn another one. Mouse. Reach mouse hole in the ruins. As I save the game, it talks about determination. Make sure you remember this because it'll come into play later. I find this ghost and instead of fighting it, I decide to flirt with it, which honestly didn't go too badly. Then I come across this ribbon, which earns me a trophy. You found faded ribbon, like getting items, another trophy. Get 2 items. I can use it for +3 defense because apparently ribbons are bulletproof in this universe. I then find a toy knife, which gives me another trophy. You found the toy knife, getting more items, another trophy, get 3 items. I think they may have been struggling with trophy ideas here. I also equip the knife for +3 attack. Eventually, I run into Toriel again, who takes me to her home. After looking around, I head to bed and wake up to some pie, which gets me another trophy. Help me out, I'm out of ideas. Get 4 items. I talk to Toriel about how to get out of here, but she's not giving me much help. We go downstairs and talk about how every human who comes down here is killed by Asgore or someone like that. And the only way for me to leave is to prove myself to Toriel. So we fight. And I smoke her booty and accidentally kill her. So with Toriel dead and my conscience absolutely thriving, I begin my journey to Asgore. But then stupid Flowey rocks up and ruins the mood. I go outside and meet the man, the myth, the legend, Sans. I hide behind this conveniently shaped lamp as Papyrus, Sans' brother, rocks up. Papyrus doesn't like humans and wants to capture one so he can join the royal guard. After that, he goes back to making his puzzles and I get myself another trophy. Exodus, a new trophy. Arrive at Snowdin. Apparently, Papyrus has been feeling kind of down recently, so Sans asked me to show myself to him to make him feel better. And considering he's a professional human hunter, this seems like a pretty terrible idea. But it actually doesn't go too badly. Papyrus is kind of stupid, so he tells me to follow him if I dare, which I do. I catch up to Papyrus and he challenges me to an invisible maze, but he immediately reveals the path. I'm telling you, this guy is dumb. Later, Sans tries to stop me with a crossword puzzle, but I walk straight past it. Right after that, I get another trophy. Mana. Okay. I fight some kissing dogs, do a whole bunch more of Papyrus's puzzles, then fight another dog. Eventually, I make it to Snowdin town and find myself face to face with none other than Papyrus. We have a chat and he starts projecting his feelings onto me. He wants to be friends because I'm apparently so good at puzzles, but I'm also human. So that leaves him with no choice but to capture me. The battle starts and naturally my opening move is flirting, which scores me a date. So now I definitely can't kill him. His attacks start off super easy, but then he turns me blue, which adds gravity. It gets a little tricky towards the end, but after getting his health low enough, I get the option to spare him. So I do. Then I go straight to our little date. I look around his house and find this. Here I can donate $1 singular at a time, and after dropping 2 in, I get a trophy. 1 of 2 gene. Dog Nation level 1. But the dog still wants more money. So much money, in fact, that I earn another 9 trophies. And the brat still wants more. I get low on gold, so I decide to revisit this later and start my date with Papyrus. He has some dating handbook, but after I tell him I fancied him from the very beginning, it turns into some kind of date off where I have to max out the date meter. Anyway, he ends up turning me down, so screw that poo. But now it's time to start our first IRL trophy. So I head outside. Righty, I'm going to set the 10-minute timer and I'm just going to plan as much of this video as I can in those 10 minutes. Alright, let's do this. Yeah, let's go. My bronze trophy for this video is called Check. In Undertale, instead of immediately choosing to fight, you can choose to act. And under that menu, you can check your opponent, giving you insight to what you're actually dealing with before you make your next move. And honestly, I think it's something I need to get better at, because every video I make, I usually just go straight into it. No planning, no structure, no real idea of what I'm trying to say until I'm already halfway through saying it. And I think part of that is because I'm scared if I slow down too much, I'll overthink it, convince myself it's not good enough, and never actually finish anything. But if this series is going to be about platinum in games and real life, then I don't want the real life trophies to just be random challenges that I throw in for a cheap gimmick. I want them to actually mean something. I want each one to slowly make me better at creating, committing to things, and hopefully becoming a slightly more confident person. So for this trophy, I'm doing something simple, but something I genuinely avoid. I'm taking 10 minutes to stop, think, and actually plan about what this video is supposed to be. Because this is only the first real life trophy. Hopefully, one day these trophies get bigger, harder, and maybe even a little more uncomfortable. But for now, this is where the journey starts. And if you want to see me try platinum not just games, but my actual life, then maybe stick around. Alright, enough of the sentimental stuff. The 10 minutes is done. Timer is done. 10 minutes, easy peasy. If you really want to see it, there you go, you can pause to read it. Now let's get back to the game. I go kill some more enemies, which gets me enough gold to donate everything to the dog shrine, earning me all these trophies. After that, I continue down the path and earn another trophy. Midpoint. Arrive at Waterfall. I also find an old tutu, which gives me plus 10 defense. As I continue my journey to the Citadel, I overhear Papyrus talking to someone called Undyne. They talk about me, and Papyrus actually defends me, but the conversation ends with him saying he'll help her no matter what. Also, there was a weird little dinosaur on the grass with me who seems to be an Undyne mega fan. I keep moving until Papyrus calls me, asking if I'm wearing a pink tutu. But since I know he's betraying me, I lie and say I'm not. Then I reach this bridge where Undyne finds me and starts shooting spears. I escape into the grass and the yellow dinosaur takes a hit for me, and we walk off scot-free. After a while, Papyrus calls and says he would never betray us. And since I said I wasn't wearing the tutu, he told Undyne I was. Great. I talk to Onion-san, play some piano, and get myself another trophy. Rain. Reach the place where it rains. Later, on another bridge, Undyne tries to attack me again, but I escape easy peasy. I fall into a trash pit, and as I try to leave, this ghost dummy gets very angry because I killed the dummy at the start of the game, which had his friend in it. So I need to make quick work of it. I do whatever this is, make my way through this strange forest, and get cornered by Undyne. But just as I'm about to die, the little dinosaur jumps in front of the spear, saving my life. It gets dragged away, so I escape. But now it's back. It realizes I'm a human, but loves me too much and actually stands up for me, causing Undyne to back off. Until the next room where it's time to finally fight Undyne. She turns me green and attacks me by shooting arrows, which I need to block. It starts out pretty easy, but then gets stupidly hard. I get down to 3 health, and the only heal I have left is Toriel's butterscotch pie. But I can't bring myself to eat it. So I take the risk and finish the fight without healing. And I do it! Come on, baby! And she has a second phase. I give it another shot and reach where I died, but this time with more health. Through sheer belief and determination, Undyne keeps standing, but each turn her attacks get weaker. Even after trying to spare her, she eventually succumbs to her injuries and dies. Right after, Papyrus calls and says me, him, and Undyne should all hang out. Great timing, buddy. I reach the Hotlands, put my jacket on, and head off to get my IRL silver trophy.
Alright, the plan is, there's a cup behind me and a chair, and I need to flick it in with my thumb like that. All I really need to do is get it in the cup.
Look, I'm gonna need a little bit of leeway for this one. You know, in the Mercy system, it says spare. So when I saw that, my mum was like, oh, a spare change. And then I was like, man, I really want to do a trick shot. But it makes sense because while Undertale sparing isn't about money, it's about refusing to take the easy, aggressive option. It's about patience, resetting, and trying again.
But to make it a bit more interesting, every time I miss, it's one push-up I have to do. So if I miss 100, then it's 100 push-ups I have to do. I might just do it in sets of 10. So once I miss the 10th, then I'll go and do 10 push-ups. I don't know, this could be dumb. Now let's go over the arsenal that we have for today's challenge. Okay, to start us off with, we've got the Australian 5-cent coin, the Australian 10-cent coin, 100 yen from Japan, 1 Australian dollar, and 2 New Zealand dollars. Thought it'd be best to get a group of different coins to see which one works best. Make your bets in the comments, comment below. All right, let's just do it. I don't think I'll be here for very long. Oh! I look, you forgot about the push-ups, so that's 15. Oh. Yes, that counts! Yes, that counts! That counts, surely! Surely it's in there! Look! Ow!
Once back, I enter this lab where there's a screen with me on it. In here, we meet the most annoying character in this game, Alphys. And you'll understand why soon enough, trust me. Our conversation gets interrupted by this thing and we begin a quiz show, which is stupidly rigged, but I think I got really lucky. Before I leave, Alphys gives me a new phone and adds me as a friend on some app. And that's where it starts. The endless stream of status updates from Alphys. But I also get another trophy. Final stretch. A bit later, I find a burnt pan, which I equip for plus 10 attack. Then after so many status updates, Alphys is actually kind of useful and helps me with some puzzles. But then Mettaton appears again and has me as a guest on his cooking show. One of the ingredients he needs is something called a human soul, but Alphys steps in and saves me. Then I need to use my new phone as a jetpack to get to the top of this shelf. Man, it's almost like Alphys knows exactly what's gonna happen. But with that done, I can finally leave this cooking show. Next stop is the core, which will take me to Asgore. So I head up the elevator and get myself a new trophy. Final stretch 2. I also equip a stain apron, which gives me plus 11 defense. Then I spend an embarrassingly long amount of time on this puzzle, and after that I fight these guards and end up on another one of Mettaton's game shows. This time I'm a reporter and I need to choose one of these items to report on. A plot twist that they're all bombs. I'm given 2 minutes to defuse all of them, which I do easy peasy. Then Alphys hacks and defuses the big bomb, and I go on my merry way to floor 3. Which earns me another trophy. Final stretch 3. I keep moving through more puzzles, eventually reaching this spider nest thing, and since I didn't support their bake sale, it starts a boss fight. She turns me purple, restricting me to only 3 lines of movement. Like every other boss, she starts off easy, then gets real tricky. But as always, I get the job done. Then in the next room, Mettaton rocks up in a dress and sings me a love ballad. This game is a fever dream, man. After that, he sends me into the dungeon and forces me to do this stupid game where every square does something different. But just as I'm about to die, Alphys saves me again. Then Mettaton tries to fight me and he kind of just leaves. I keep moving forward where I find Sans and we go on a little date. Nothing really happens, but afterwards I take a look at the trophy list and realize I'm only one trophy away from the platinum. So it's time to get our IRL gold trophy. The gold trophy is called Once Upon a Tune. This one is based on the development of Undertale itself, because Toby Fox didn't just make the game, he also composed the music. And that's a huge part of why Undertale works so well. The music doesn't just sit in the background. It gives every area, every character, and every emotional moment its own identity. The goal is simple. Create a short track that feels like it could belong somewhere in this weird little world. But we need something from the heart. What does this sound like right now? Nah. Nah. We'll start off with a little... That's too fast. We're cooking. We need to be nice and synthetic. So what instrument are we thinking? Oh my god, wait, this is gonna be so tough! This is gonna be so good. Wait, Renan, why am I doing backing now? Chill. Let's get this out of here. Delete. We don't want this. Now we're gonna get somewhere. Look, let's get rid of these drums. Let's just work on a bass. Whoa, we're getting somewhere! Okay, I'm ready to share this piece of my heart with you guys. All right, here we go. Baby. So please comment down below if you think that I deserve the gold trophy, and also comment down below if you think I don't deserve it. And then in the next video, we'll figure out whether I earned this platinum or not. But now let's get the platinum of Undertale, baby. Continuing from where we left off, I reach the core. I fight this magician thing, avoid these lasers, fight a gauntlet of enemies, and earn the final trophy. Good luck. Wait, this should be it. Don't you have anything better to do? All right, that's the platinum, but I'm still gonna finish the game. I think it's done. In the very next room, we find Mettaton, who drops a bombshell. Everything that has happened with him has been because of Alphys, all because she wanted to be a part of my story. But Mettaton is sick of it and wants a true finale to his show, starting our final fight with him. Nothing I do works until Alphys calls me and says he has a switch on his back. I flip it, but all it does is give him a new body and make him stronger. I hate Alphys. This is easily the hardest fight yet, but eventually I destroy him. which Alphys doesn't love, but serves her right. She keeps following me and reveals that the only way for me to leave is to kill Asgore, which, to be fair, I was already planning to do. I keep moving, eventually ending up back at what looks like Toriel's house. As I continue, I encounter enemies who tell a story about the king, the queen, their son Azrael, and their adopted human child. Everything was going well until the human got sick. His dying wish was to see the golden flowers from his village, but he died before that could happen. Azrael absorbed the human soul and took the body to their village. The humans thought Azrael had killed the child, so they attacked him, but he didn't fight back. He came home, wounded, and passed away. This is why the monsters want my soul, to take revenge on the humans. I make my way into the Citadel where I meet a strange figure who begins to judge me. Turns out XP stands for execution points and love stands for level of violence. The person talking is actually Sans. And then nothing happens. I move on and now it's time to take on Asgore, who turns out to be a pretty chill dude. He doesn't really want to kill me, but he knows it's what he needs to do. And with that, I start the final boss. I see the human souls he's already captured, with one tube left for me. As the battle starts, he destroys the mercy button. I try to talk to him, but nothing works. I have no choice but to kill him. Our fight goes on for a while, but eventually I get him down to a sliver of health. I'm given two options: fight or mercy. And of course I saved the guy. If I'm being honest, Flowey is the only monster who's actually really Oh, this, what? Oh, I'm gonna show him who. No. Flowey then attacks me with a barrage of attacks, all of which I dodge effortlessly. I said I dodged effortlessly, but you know what they say. Third time's the charm. I survived the first lot of attacks with a sliver of health, but then he uses the blue human soul to attack. While dodging, an act button appears. I hit it, which calls for help. Then the soul heals me, and this pattern keeps repeating. Dodge the first attacks. This is a bit unnecessary. He attacks with a soul. Oh my god. I call for help, then they heal me. Heal me. Oh yeah. Then comes the final lot of attacks. I try my best to dodge and then attack him while the souls heal me. And of course, I destroy him. Take that, you little. He kills me repeatedly. And just as he's about to finish me off, I call for help and the souls kill him for good. Then I'm given one last choice: fight or mercy. I killed that thing, you joke.